Hey, this is Terry Clay. I am back with another video, and today I did a challenge. I started to challenge myself to put out 21 pieces of content. And content is just, I'm an empowerment speaker, I'm a motivational person. So I'm going to put out 21 pieces of content via blogs, via my podcast, via videos. And so today I've actually set a goal to do 5 pieces of content, and I actually only was able to do, and actually this is my third one, but I'll catch up tomorrow because my challenge is for 21 pieces of content for 7 days. So it started today, and I actually have at least done 3 pieces of content, so I'm doing pretty good. So if actually I do 3 a day, I'll get my 21 in 7 days. But we're going to do better than that because, I may get to the point to where I have 28 pieces of content in 7 days. But so I was on the women's lounge last night, and I'll put the link beneath this video. The Women's Lounge meets every Sunday night at 8 p.m. via this link. And actually, I'm going to attach the replay to this link to the Women's Lounge underneath this video, and you can just check it out if you're interested. Well, and so what the topic for last night was elevating your mindset. And so I decided to do my video for tonight on elevating your mindset. And so what is elevating your mindset? When I was a nurse, I used to go to work with books, and I would read these books. I knew in my mind my goal was to become a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. I knew that I would never be okay with clicking the clock. I would never be okay working 40 years and retiring at 60 or whatever age. I knew that would never be me. It just was not, it did not feel right. I feel like that is what I wanted to do with my life. And so what I did is I would take books to work and work on elevating my mindset. And in the meantime, I was around people that really we weren't equally yoked. They were not the same type of people. Actually, they were like haters, to be honest. And I could never figure out, why would you hate on me because I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, or I'm reading Think and Go Rich? So what? If you're not interested in that type of book. And actually, what they would do is they would read magazines, or like gossip columns and those type of things, which is fine if that's what you want to do. And I would read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and they would make fun of me, like, you'll never be rich, and how do you think that's ever going to happen to you? And so eventually, I think I've told this story before, is they eventually got me fired from that job, and it was good because they were really degrading to my spirit. But the point is, what I'm saying is, I was not around people that could elevate my mindset. And what the Bible talks about, even in marriage, really, he says that you should be equally yoked with unbelievers. You should be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And so I believe he means that even in terms of not marriage, meaning that you can't, if you're on a job and everybody's negative and talking about people and you're positive, you really don't fit in with that job, and you really shouldn't be with those type of people. And so what I want to speak about in elevating your mindset is, I want you to look for people who you want to be like. Okay, let's give another example. So I've heard a saying talking about, if you around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. Or if you're around 9 rich people, you'll be the 10th. And so my goal and my destination, or my push for you today, is to find some people who are going to take you where you want to go. So, like I told you, at the time I used to read those books on Rich Dad Poor Dad, I knew that multimillionaire I would be that one day. I would become a multimillionaire one day. And my goal was to find and seek people to elevate my mindset. And that's what I ended up doing. And let me tell you a story about Tony Robbins, for example. Tony Robbins, one day he was speaking with his billionaire friend, and he was telling him how he was showing him his castle. And so Tony Robbins thought, that was good for him to have a castle, and he thought that was a good thing. And it sounds like a good thing to me, right? And so his billionaire friend was like, like, it's all right. And he was like it's all right, like it's a castle. And but his point was that he's a billionaire, and so for him a castle doesn't mean anything. But guess what? That being around Tony Robbins, being around the billionaire friend, helped to elevate his mindset. Okay, so I really didn't know millionaires or anybody like that. So what I did was I read books, and I started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad and those type of books to help elevate my mindset. Yes, I was still around millionaires, even though they were in books. Well, what I've done as late to elevate my mindset is to be around in Empower Network. And Empower Network has so many multi-millionaire hangouts, and they have multi-millionaire calls where you are virtually around millionaires who are helping to elevate your mindset. And so, actually, last night we were on, not last night because that was the women's lounge, but I guess a couple of days ago we were on a multi-millionaire hangout with 8 of the top earners from the Empowered Network. Well, how is that going to help you? You ask. Okay. Well, if you're around 8 multimillionaires on a weekly basis and they're telling you the tricks and the thinking and what they do on a daily basis, let me just tell you what they said. They read every day. They spent money on personal development. One person, he said he spent $50,000 on personal development last month. I mean, that will make you get some personal development. And so they were all saying, one of the guys said that he listened to personal development almost all day, every day. Those are all tricks. If you see what you should be doing is, if you see what you want to be, then you have to do what? Follow the leader. So like I said, on the Power Network, they have all these multi-millionaire hangouts. And what I'll do underneath this video for you, I'll actually send the link of our secret multi-millionaire hangout that was actually 4 hours, honey, and it was well worth the 4 hours I spent listening to it. And actually, I just went about my day and just put on my headsets and listened to them tell the tricks of the trade, of what they did to become who they are. And of course, I was writing down notes. I was listening, taking heed to what they are doing. But in order to elevate your mindset, you have to be around people who are going to elevate you. Like I said, they're in books, they're on multi-millionaire hangouts, they are everywhere. And so you have to seek them and find them and follow the leader. So that's what my encouragement for you today is. Do like I did. Find some people to help to elevate your mindset. Don't be like Tony Robbins and be okay with a castle. Don't be okay with the castle. Continue to move forward and become and have bigger and better dreams. And don't forget to elevate your mindset. And so, I talked about the Empower Network, where actually I have learned so much from the Empower Network, and I've learned to elevate my mindset. And I've learned the tricks of the trade from the top earners. I am taking heed, and I am doing everything that they are saying to do. So, if you want to do the same, why don't you join my team? I'm on the Prosperity team. There are some of the top earners in the Empower Network. Join the link below. I'll put the link below for you to join the Empower Network so that you too can elevate your mindset. Well, I'm going to end here. The video is 9 minutes, so I'm going to get off of here. This has been a word for Terry Clay, and it is my purpose to change the world with positive words. I am out.